most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. The season comes to a close, and both of these teams hoping to finish on a high note in the Holiday Bowl. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Texas State Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with Coach Kinney before the game. As you know, the Pac-12 is trying to rebuild and reload and get back to a conference of dominance in college football. So this game has even more importance here today. They cannot afford to lose to a Power 4 school. They've got to show that they are still a conference of significance here in college football, and that will be played out on the field today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Entering Accessibility tab, menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle Accessibility option to toggle menu narration.
So Texas State's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Finds his man. It's Sparks. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. They'll move the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program, and he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Here he comes with the return. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Play action on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes a grab deep. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas State.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't know that they could have stopped him.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So NC State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Straight ahead, it's Goss. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Bailey. Left side, it's Goss. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. In the backfield, it's Jackson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Out wide left, it's Snow. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Right at the line. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the back.
Snags it, and there's running room. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Burgess. Driven back.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson will throw. Caught. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Got a man in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Quick with the spin move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Running inside. It's Goss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Looking left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
They give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find their way to get this running. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a third and long. Making the adjustment. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, NC State! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what do you have?
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns.
Makes the catch and he's free. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Makes the catch. It's the Sparks. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field, and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Huffman. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gauze. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll run him again. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Gauze.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. With the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Extending the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pulls it. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type 1st half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him.
And he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working the ground game.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The give on the counter. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Good, strong tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side, it's Sparks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Takes the easy completion. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And the RPO got him. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to him fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Bobcats will hustle to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Jackson gonna throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. They'll go to the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Fields. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
Hold and fire complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down and 6 from their own 10. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quick give. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Keep it on the ground. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Trying to establish the run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Turns into the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Gauze. Picked up 4 yards on the play, it'll be 3rd and 6. Eighth play of the drive coming, it'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires left. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wants to throw again. Right side, it's Gauze. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Out wide left, it's Snow. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. One possession game. Getting late here, and the winner will will take a great feeling into the offseason. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He breaks a tackle.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Down he goes. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Snow. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The give on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's gone. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Jackson will throw. Rush is on. He gets away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down to the air. Look out. Pulls it in. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
It has been